Every morning, millions of people wake up, not to build their dream, but to maintain their survival. The alarm rings, you get up, you rush, you go to work, you earn money, you pay your bills, and then you do it all over again, day after day after day. But here's the truth no one really tells you. Most people are not moving forward. They are running in circles. They are trapped in something called the rat race. And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're in it. So what exactly is the rat race? Imagine a rat inside a maze, running endlessly, searching for a way out, but never actually escaping. That's the image. Now translate that into real life. You work to earn money. You use that money to pay for your life. And because your life costs money, you have to keep working. It becomes a loop, a system, a structure that looks like progress, but often feels like stagnation. You're busy all the time, but not necessarily moving closer to freedom. You're active, but not advancing. And over time, this loop becomes your normal. You stop questioning it. You start accepting it. And that's where the trap begins. The rat race is not just financial, it's psychological. In fact, it starts in your mind long before it shows up in your bank account. Let's break that down. First, conditioning. From a very young age, you are given a script. Go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard, buy a house, build a life. And on the surface, this sounds logical, even safe. But what no one tells you is that this path is designed for stability, not freedom. You are trained to become reliable, predictable, and productive within a system, not independent from it. Second, the hedonic treadmill. This is one of the most powerful traps. When you earn more money, you expect your life to improve. And it does, temporarily. You buy better things. You upgrade your lifestyle. But very quickly, that new level becomes your normal. And then you want more, and more, and more. So even though your income increases, your satisfaction doesn't. You run faster, but you don't arrive. Third, external validation. At some point, you stop asking yourself, what actually makes me happy? And you start asking, what looks successful? A nicer car, a bigger house, better clothes, more recognition. You begin living for perception instead of purpose. And this is where the trap tightens. Because now, you're not just working to survive, you're working to maintain an image. And that image can become very expensive. Now let's talk about the financial side, because this is where the rat race becomes visible. Most people believe, if I earn more, I'll be free. But in reality, most people who earn more also spend more. Here's what happens. Your income comes in, but before you can even enjoy it, it's already allocated. Rent or mortgage, car payments, insurance, subscriptions, food, lifestyle expenses, and sometimes debt. By the end of the month, there's little to nothing left. And if something unexpected happens, you feel pressure immediately. This creates dependency. You need your job, not just to live, but to maintain everything you've built around your income. And here's the critical problem. If your income stops, your life doesn't. That's the definition of being trapped, because your time is directly tied to your survival. And if your money is not working for you, you will always have to work for money. So how do you know if you're in the rat race? Here are some clear signs. You feel like you don't have enough time. Even when you're not working, your mind is still occupied. You think about responsibilities, obligations, things you have to do. Your income increases, but your expenses increase just as fast. So your situation doesn't really change. You feel stuck, not necessarily unhappy, but not fulfilled either. like something is missing, like you're capable of more, but you don't know how to reach it. And maybe the biggest sign, the idea of stopping feels impossible. Even if you want to slow down, you can't, because too much depends on your income, and deep down, that creates pressure. Now here's the part most people are interested in. How do you escape the rat race? First, understand this clearly. Escaping is not about quitting your job overnight. It's about changing the structure of your life. Step 1. Shift from active income to leveraged income. Active income means you work, you get paid. No work, no income. Leveraged income means your effort continues to generate income even when you're not actively working. This can come from investments, online businesses, digital content, systems that scale. For example, building a YouTube channel. At first, you invest time, but over time, your content keeps working for you. That's leverage. Step 2. Control your lifestyle. Most people try to escape the rat race by increasing income. But the real leverage comes from reducing dependency. If your cost of living is lower, you need less income to survive, which gives you more flexibility, more breathing space, more control. Step 3. Build systems. This is critical. Successful people don't rely on motivation, they rely on structure. They create routines, processes, automations that move them forward even when they don't feel like it. Because motivation is temporary, systems are consistent, and consistency is what creates results. Step 4. Reprogram your mindset. Because if you keep the same beliefs, you will recreate the same life. You must start thinking differently. Not, how can I earn more money, but how can I create more freedom? Now here's the truth most people never fully understand. The rat race is not about money. It's about control. Control over your time, control over your choices, control over your life. You can earn a high income and still be trapped because your lifestyle demands it, because your responsibilities require it, because your identity depends on it. And on the other hand, you can earn less but have full control over your time and feel completely free. Because freedom is not defined by how much you earn, it's defined by how much control you have. And this is where everything changes. Because once you understand this, you stop chasing income and you start designing your life. So the real question is not, how can I work more to earn more? The real question is, how can I work less and experience more? Because at the end of your life, you won't measure your success by how busy you were. You'll measure it by how free you felt, by how much you experienced, by how much you lived. So if you want something you've never had, you will have to do something you've never done. Break the loop. Step out of the system and start building a life that works for you, not the other way around. And if you want to go deeper into this idea, watch these next. The 20% versus 80% rule, to understand how a small shift in energy can create far more freedom. Systems and structure, because without structure, most people stay stuck in intention instead of results. And why worry? Because peace of mind is not weakness. It's one of the deepest forms of power. If you want something you have never had, you will have to do something you have never done.